Hey everyone, it's Luke from Jedl here. Today we're going to be running through how to study effectively for business studies. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to be notified of all our new content. The most fundamental aspect of studying for business is knowing the syllabus. It sounds simple, but it's really important to being aware of every question they can possibly ask you in the HSC. A tip I used was to take a blank syllabus. You can do this by downloading the syllabus and removing all the subheadings such as price skimming. You remove that and just leave the headings such as marketing strategies. Then, after you print it off the syllabus, fill out all the blanks as well as you can. Make a note in red of the ones you miss. These are the areas you probably need to revise over. This follows into a color coding approach which I commonly took. Once you've taken this syllabus, a complete syllabus this time, color code it using green, yellow and red. Mark in green the sections which you're really confident with. Tomorrow you'll be able to sit a HSC exam on it and you'll be able to answer a question comfortably. Mark in yellow the ones that you probably need to revise or refresh. You might have done that 2 terms ago. So you know the content, but you just need to revise, understand your case studies, and just pick up those minor details. And mark in red those areas which you have little to no knowledge of. You'd really struggle to answer the question on. You might have done it a long time ago, you might have brushed over it when you studied, and you really need to revise those areas. This will help you study effectively. This will ensure, as you approach your exams, you're studying the areas that you really need to work on. I remember throughout the entire year, I struggled with global financial strategies. It was probably the hardest part of the syllabus for me. And I would put it off. I'd rather study marketing or operations than do global financial strategies questions. And when I started color coding, it stood out to me, I really needed to revise global financial strategies. I revised it through my notes. I then went and found actual HSC and trial questions which use global financial strategies, and I had to apply that knowledge in an exam setting. And it really helped my confidence heading into the HSC exam because I now knew that if I got a global financial strategies question, I was confident attempting it. Another really effective way to study for business is to balance your use of entire full-length responses and just dot pointing responses to questions. It's really important to do entire responses to ensure you're confident that you can sit an entire exam and to ensure that you know your timings for your exam, which means you know how long it takes you to complete a short answer section, and you know how long it takes you to complete a business report or an extended response. This means that when you're in an exam, you can adjust the length of your responses based off your progress and how well you're tracking time-wise in the exam. However, say you're studying and you're a bit stretched for time. You might have had training or due to circumstances, you only have 30 minutes or you're a bit stretched for time. This is when you can employ a dot point response, which practices your ability to respond to an unseen question and tests your knowledge of the syllabus without having to write out an entire response. The process involves looking at a question, dot pointing your answer to the question and your different reasons for your answer, such as your benefits or the elaboration that we spoke on earlier. If it's an extended response, you might also dot point your case study and the statistic that would go along with that case study. Instead of answering an entire extended response, which might take 50 minutes, this will typically take you 5 to 10 minutes, but it trains your ability to respond to an unseen question in 5 minutes reading time, which is crucial to success in the HSC. Lastly, it's really important to keep a track record of all difficult questions you encounter. If you face a difficult question in one of your assessment tasks, or you're simply doing a practice paper and there's a question you're unsure of, it's really important to keep a record of that question somewhere and make a folder on your laptop or a physical copy which records all these difficult questions. Then, when you approach any exam, whether it's an assessment task, a trial, a HSC, make sure you revise these questions. It will really improve your confidence because you know you're now able to answer those questions you once found difficult. It improves your headspace. You're not worried about a certain exam question popping up. And it's really important to ensure you're across every topic of the syllabus, which, as we mentioned, is really important to success. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And for access to our most comprehensive content, please visit jedl.com. I'll see you in the next video.